Nairobi, Kenya's capital, was in sunny mood for the visit of Princess Elizabeth and the Duke of Edinburgh. With the RAF airfield at Eastleigh a blaze of colour, towering African chieftains and their tribesmen, dressed in brilliant robes and leopard skins, awaited their princess.
Let's explore the extraordinary events that unfolded in the month of February 1952 during Prince Philip and Princess Elizabeth's visit to Kenya colony. As part of the International Commonwealth Tour, the royal couple represented the then King George VI. They found themselves immersed in the picturesque beauty of the Treetops Tree Lodge located in Nyeri, 150 kilometers from Nairobi. Little did they know, this tranquil retreat would soon become the backdrop for a significant turning point in their lives. On February 5th, after spending the day filming majestic elephants, Prince Philip and Princess Elizabeth retired to their cabin nestled high up in the trees, surrounded by the enchanting Aberdare forest. Little did they know that as the sun rose on February 6th, King George VI will peacefully pass away in his sleep, thrusting Princess Elizabeth into the role of Queen.
Yesterday, he was among them at Sandringham. King to the rest of England and the Empire, but to them the squire, the kindly man who passed among them. And then...
This is London. It is with the greatest sorrow that we make the following announcement. It was announced from Sandringham at 10:45 today, February the 6th, 1952, that the King, who retired to rest last night in his usual health, passed peacefully away in his sleep earlier this morning.
The heart of the nation stops. The flags lower in tribute. Over the Mother of Parliaments, high over Big Ben, the flag is low as the news spreads. The King is dead.
A fascinating chain of events will then unfold in the wake of this unexpected succession. As the world mourned the loss of a monarch, another storyline began to emerge. The vision of one man to bring the best drivers from around the world for a thrilling race across East Africa. Our story takes us back to the year 1919 as we explore the origins of the Royal East African Automobile Association, otherwise known as the REAAA. Led by the pioneering spirit of Lionel Douglas Galton Fenzi, this association will later become known as the Automobile Association of Kenya. Some of Fenzi's known efforts included the pioneering of major roadways throughout Africa and organizing the first ever cross-African safari in 1926. But it was in 1950 that the story of the Safari Rally truly takes shape. Meet Eric Cecile, the chairman of the motoring committee of the REAAA, as he is tasked with creating a captivating motorsport event, or as the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta would call him, Bwana Safari. Not satisfied with the repetitive nature of the Langa Langa circuit, Cecile seeks to create a race that spans the African continent, showcasing the advancements in road construction and maintenance. Neil and Donald Vincent, two Limuru businessmen, had a chance encounter one afternoon with Bwana Safari. After a few hot takes on the state of motor racing, they challenged Cecile to organize a race halfway across Africa and back, with the first car to cross the finish line declared the winner. Amidst the excitement and over a few pints, these three men, bonded by their shared passion, meticulously crafted the foundation of what will become the East African Coronation Rally. This endurance race will test the limits of both man and machine, covering the challenging roads of three East African states, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Cecile persevered and proposed that the event be recognized as part of the global coronation activities of the new crown, ensuring its national relevance. The REAAA finally granted approval, and so the inaugural East Africa Coronation Rally was born. With the support of title sponsors like the East African Standard Newspaper and Shell Oil, who provided £500 each, the East Africa Coronation Safari Rally gained momentum. The regulations were simple yet challenging. 8 control points without provision for rest. Each car was expected to arrive at the designated time, with the co-driver rushing to the control desk for stamping before the next leg of the race. Time penalties were incurred for early or late arrivals. Then, introduction of 4 main vehicle classes A, B, C, and D, based on standard production cars classified by showroom prices rather than engine capacity. Each class had different average times, with cars starting en masse, inspired by renowned races like the 24 Hours of Le Mans and Italy's Monte Carlo Rally. As the first few years unfolded, the vehicles donned simple color schemes, highlighting the endurance aspect of the race and showcasing how showroom cars could withstand the grueling rally course. Eventually, commercial interest grew, leading to the evolution of iconic liveries we now recognize today. Under the astute guidance of Cecile, the rally was scheduled to coincide with the long Easter weekend, providing participants and support crews with convenient time off. With first-hand knowledge of the challenges ahead, Cecile adopted the slogan, "the toughest rally in the world," setting the stage for the daring competition that lay ahead. Finally, in May 1953, the first East African Coronation Rally becomes a reality. With 57 local entries from renowned brands like DKW, Ford, Mercedes, Peugeot, Tata, and Volkswagen, the rally kicked off with 3 separate starting points in Morogoro, Tanzania, Kampala, Uganda, and Nairobi, Kenya.
Along the twisty roads that circle Mount Kenya, across the equator into Uganda, to wind round the dust-laden trails of Mount Elgon to Kampala, there to turn and rush through the night back to Nairobi. An afternoon's rest, and they press southwards into Tanganyika, past the snow-capped heights of Kilimanjaro into the game country and the dreaded mud traps of Mbulu. Day breaks as the cars head towards Dodoma, Morogoro, and on for a short rest at Dar es Salaam. North again, past the coconut palms that fringe the Indian Ocean, to Mombasa, and the final dusty run into Nairobi. In all, more than 3,000 miles of road and track with almost indescribable surfaces.
The adventure and thrill of the initial East African Coronation Rally took a grueling 5,160 kilometers route that pushed drivers and their machines to the limit. The rally was a test of strength and perseverance, with drivers steadfastly covering the most distance during the day and night. Despite the challenges, the rally was well received by most of the population, with rural villagers and townspeople turning up enthusiastically to watch the rally cars passing by with their roaring engines near their homes. For the drivers, it was too much scenery and too little time, with only 17 cars surviving till the end of the rally. J.W. Larsen, who motored their Volkswagen Beetle, finished first of the 10 finishers to reach Nairobi, just 17 minutes behind schedule. A further 17 crews reached Voi, 200 miles from Nairobi, and were also classified as finishers. The East African Coronation Rally was a great showcase of the resilience, grit, and determination of the drivers and their machines as they navigated the treacherous landscapes of East Africa. As we get ready to step into the world of adventure and adrenaline in 2024 at the 71st edition of the Safari Rally, let's relive this remarkable history that shaped one of the most challenging and thrilling motorsport events in history.